What up, guys? It's your boy DJ J Steezy,
DJ Jedi.
and we're actually fucking around with this new equipment that we got. We finally stepped up our game and stepped up into the Roadcaster podcast equipment.
It's a long name.
Yeah. Sponsored by Rode. Just kidding.
One day,
Maybe. Hopefully.
just
But
send
yeah.
us some shit.
Right? To add to more to this shit. But anyways, man. Yeah, so we're just fucking around with our new equipment that we got. We finally just stepped it up. Other than that, man, what's going on, Jedi?
I was thinking of starting a GoFundMe. Keep stepping it up. Nah, but yeah, this shit's expensive. I think maybe we could get updated some cameras. What else? What else do we need in our life?
Man, money.
Money, so we can quit our jobs and do this full time.
Exactly. But yeah,
What else? What's your dreams?
my dreams, like to be honest with you. Well, I did get a promotion at work. You know what I mean?
So congrats.
You know, so I am a manager now
yeah.
of my department, which is cool. But you know, it's just like it's I guess it's a stepping stone, you know, to management. But other than that, man, you know, I think fucking blow up on fucking Twitch, bro. We started twitching. Yeah, so you know, I think we got to utilize that platform also, and then you know.
Well, we did pretty good on my first live. On my first, it just sucks I can't save it. Well, I mean, I have a copy of it.
There is a way where you can. I think if people are watching, they can save clips. Yeah, so they can save clips. I don't know, that the whole Twitch game is just like totally different, dude.
We got in too late, huh?
I think so. Like, I think if we would have started right when the pandemic started, when everybody just fucking jumped on, you know, because I don't know who was talking about it. I believe it was Nick Spinelli.
Okay.
He had mentioned, I don't know how accurate those numbers are, but he had mentioned, I think it was like the top 20 DJs from Twitch.
Okay.
And, you know, he broke down their how much they made so far since the pandemic started. Oh, shit, right? But, you know, if it's legit, damn, I think the highest paid DJ on Twitch was close to like $450,000.
God damn.
Yeah. And these DJs are not like known DJs. I think DJ Scratch Bastard was the only one that was actually really on there that, you know, was a known name.
Yeah.
You know, but other than that, man, it's just, and I was like, fuck.
That would be dope to do full time. Or even like me, I've been trying to get a job where it's just Monday through Friday.
Right.
And the weekends, like, to do what we love, of course, DJing, parties, quinceañeras, weddings.
Yeah.
You name it. But I don't know. I guess because I'm older now, get home from work and you really don't want to do shit. You just want to just chill, kick it.
Like, for example, this past weekend when I DJ'd a class reunion, right?
Dope.
And so it's like, they're like, oh, you don't have to come till 5 o'clock to set up. You know, I started DJing at 8.
Okay.
And so it's like, all right, so, you know, I'm pretty much chilling the whole day. You know, usually, you know, you go during the day and you set your shit up.
In the morning, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not so hot.
Fuck, dude, I was like, you know, we are getting older. I'm 40, you know, and I was like, it was getting close to the hour, and I was like, fuck, me estaba dando huevonada, bro. I was like, fuck. You know, like, shit, I got to go fucking set up, you know.
And it's harder here in Cali because, well, I don't know if it's Cali. Maybe it's just the Valley thing because I see all these other YouTubers and the latest they go is 10 o'clock, 10 p.m. And these are like nice venues. Not to talk down on any of them here, but I mean, till 12, that like I can understand 10 because people are drinking, you know. At 10 o'clock, I think people are still okay to drive home and not start some shit. But anything after 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, definitely 12 o'clock, you got people that are like too tipsy.
Right.
They're hassle with requests sometimes, and they don't want to leave.
Yeah.
So you're like stuck, like, you know, just play one more song. 30 songs later,
Right. I
then
know,
the
man.
venue's
It's just,
getting mad at you because you're like, hey, we told you.
yeah. You know, so, but as soon as, you know, like I've had wedding parties that are like, all right, go ahead and cut off the music. As soon as fucking the wedding party says cut off the music, it's fucking cut. It's done.
Maybe we should do that with the DJs. It's like, hey, if we're gonna have a private event things, we'll just start making it at 10 and see if people roll with that. Like, you know what? From 10 on, that's for the after party, man. That's where you guys need to be
Right.
home, comfortable, not worrying about getting tickets, you know,
Yeah.
and just chill at home, party. No one has to worry about going anywhere. You can still go buy beer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I see that. You know, I think because I know you and so do I. You know, we watch DJ Bar on YouTube.
Yeah.
We watch an Spinelli on YouTube, and you know they're on the East Coast.
Yeah.
You know, and I think, yeah, like you said, you know, I think all those venues, man,
They're done by 10.
They're done by 10 o'clock.
But
They do start early.
the reason I say is maybe just like a Valley thing too, because I've DJed in San Diego, a couple in LA, and I don't remember going till 12
Right.
ever.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, I'm sure there are some.
I've done backyard boogies in LA, and I've gone to fucking 4 in the morning.
But that's different.
That's
you know,
different. You know what I mean? Yeah. But an actual venue in LA, I don't think I've done one.
No.
You know what I mean? It's been house parties.
Okay.
And-
Well, that's different. It's
Yeah.
different because you're supposed to, you know, party till the next day.
Yeah, pretty much. But fuck, dude, I remember the last time I DJ'd in LA. No, not the last time. The time before last, because last time I DJ'd was a month ago.
Okay.
It was a Sunday, you know, just a Sunday day party, you know. But the time before that, they were like, "Oh, how much do you stay till? How much do you stay till 2:00? How much, you know, charges?" I was like, "All right, you know, just give me extra fucking $200." Like, all right. And then 2:00 rolls around. I'm about to shut down. They're like, "How long till you stay till 4:00?" And in my head, I'm like, "Motherfucker," you know. It's just like, but then it's just like they're flashing the money in front of you, and you're like, "Fuck, I'm gonna take the money,"
Yeah.
you know. So yeah. But as far
Socio. No, I'm just kidding.
as right, fucking dirty DJ.
Just put the money right here.
But yeah, man. You know, I think
What's the longest, like, from beginning to end? Like, how many hours do you think you've DJed straight
straight.
in one session?
I want to say I'm almost close to 8 hours.
Fuck.
Yeah. It's been one of those events,
I guess I topped it by 1 hour.
and I think shit. Yeah, I think that one of those events, you had to come help me put some stuff away. You know.
3 scoops.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but yeah, man. You
Good
know.
times.
Yeah. So I think I don't know. Like you said, maybe it is just the value that go
They
till
want to
12.
party till 12. I don't know. I understand. Like, I understand, like, you're at home. Like, you're not worried about, like, problems outside the venue. Because, I mean, I'll admit, like, I've seen, like, coming out of gigs, like, the police is, like, around the corner just waiting to pull someone over.
Mhm.
Especially the club. You get out of the club, they're waiting for someone to get,
Yeah.
swerve just a little bit, and you're done.
Yeah.
So it's like, if it's at home, I feel a little bit more comfortable going like longer hours. But if it's a private, like, hall, whatever, like, yeah, I don't understand going past 10.
Yeah. I feel you on that one, man.
Because I mean, it feels like an eternity now because you see more of events to where the people get married in the hall. Then they have, like, cocktail hour there.
Mhm.
Like, I know that's a big thing, like, East Coast or even up north, but down here it's like that's still something new to us.
Yeah.
To where now we're there from 5 till 12,
Yeah.
and you're like,
Yeah. And even, for example, I DJ'd a wedding back in November, right? And they're like, "Oh, can you be here at 3?" And I was like, 3:00? They're like, "Yeah, we want you to play the music for the intro to as we walk in to,
did you stay till 12?
Dude, I stayed till almost 3 in the morning.
God damn.
Funny
That's
thing
a hall or a home?
It was a home,
Oh, okay.
right? But it was actually the city of Calapat.
Damn.
Yeah, so it was a home, and I think they actually want to rent it out, like Anaya Ranch and see the one in Imperial. Yeah, so they want to end up, I think, renting it out like that. The owner of the house, and it was his son that got married. So yeah, dude. They had hired me till 12 o'clock because they hired a band also.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was like, all right, cool, 12 o'clock, I'm good, And so everybody they seen that I started putting my stuff away. And they're like, where are you going? And I was like, they only hired me till this time, and that's it. I go, I'm done. So they're like, everybody's like, what's your Venmo?
Oh, shit.
And I was like, okay. And they're like, how much? And I was like, all right, it's past 12. All right, this much. And they're like, all right. Literally 4 people Venmo'd me that night.
Damn.
And they're like, all right, so I stayed till 3, dude.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
It is, and then, but fuck, you're paying for the next morning. It's like, shit.
Yeah. Well, right now, in my situation right now, it's like I'll have a gig, and I tell them I am not going past 12 right now because I got to go to work the next day, and I got to be up at least by 4 a.m.
Right.
So by the time I pack up from the gig, it's 1 o'clock. By the time I get home, it's like 2 o'clock. So I got like 2 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
And that takes a toll. I mean, it's not every day, you know what I mean? But
right.
The next day you go to work, you're pretty much shit.
No, yeah, man.
So it's like either I got to figure it out or just.
I think what it is when we throw these prices out there, sometimes they look at you like in shock. Like, you charge that much? And I guess a lot of people don't realize of how much what goes into what we actually do.
Because it's like, it depends on you, like, or any other DJ. It's like, I know a lot of us charge by the hour, and I think that's where we have it wrong. Okay. Because technically, if we're going to charge by the hour, we should charge for that hour and a half of setup and that hour and a half of breakdown. If we want to charge by the hour correctly. But I know a lot of times it's just like from start to finish, and that doesn't include the prepping. Like, hey, they're going to give you a playlist, and you have to download all that music.
Yeah.
So it's like, I think we should start moving towards like a flat rate and just be like, you know what, we include everything for this price, and, we'll take care of everything.
Yeah. No, yeah, man. I feel you on that one because, because I tell people, like, people ask me, wow, why so much? And I'll break it down to them. Yeah. It's like, I'm the first one to get there. I set up, and then have to play. And then we're always the last ones to leave.
Yeah.
And then when you're getting home, going to sleep, we're still at the venue. Breaking down. We get home, you're already asleep, and there's times I didn't go to sleep till like almost 3:30, 4 in the morning.
Yeah. And I don't know, not every DJ, but a lot of DJs are more than one role, because you'll have like the setup crew. Sometimes it's just yourself. Then you have to deal with the people's requests that are coming in, and then also kind of be a counselor, because sometimes they come with you to this, like, with problems. Like, you have the drunk uncle that's like, I fucking hate that bitch, and they're like, but I love her, and can you just play this song for me? And then, but that hyena is like with another dude, so it's like you don't even want to play the song, so you gotta just like, you know what, you're better than that. You're better than that. I'm gonna play this other song, and you're gonna do your thing,
Right.
So sometimes you have to deal with stuff on top of stuff, because you're trying to think of the next track that, this one got them going, but this one's gonna take them over the top, and then you have to deal with, hey.
That's true, man.
So it's a lot of roles, man.
Yeah, and then when they say, granted, when you do a wedding, yeah, you're expected to host and you're expected to, but then sometimes they throw in that extra stuff, and you're like,
What's the craziest one? I have a couple of them.
Do you?
Like that you weren't expecting that you're like, shit.
Announcing now serving table number 10. Like, and I was like, yeah. So they're like, oh, this is a list of the tables. You know, can you call out each table? And I'm like, all right.
Wait, but do they at least know what table they are? Is there like a sign?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
Because what if 9's really hungry and they flip it over and they're like, we're 6?
and what's funny, you know, and it's you know, granted, I'm at the DJ booth, right, and the table's off to my left side. I'll never forget this. Off to my left side, they're going like this, showing me their number. They're like,
Oh, to call you?
yeah, they're like, call my number, call our number, call our table.
Damn.
You know, and you know, it's, I guess I did it. You know, they came later. They brought me beers. You know, so it was a win-win. You know, but I think other than that, it's just the basic stuff. You know,
Yeah.
you know the, you know, wedding party, calling out their names, and you know, and so forth. But what about you?
Too many.
You said
Too many out there. Let's see. One, I had my original DJ speakers, JBLs, and I did a wedding for an ex-coworker. Microphones are like, hey, the best man's going to give a speech. Best man says, what's up? He's wearing a trench coat. And I'm like, this is bad. This is all bad.
No way.
So I'm thinking he's going to talk into the mic. And he's like, excuse me. He had been drinking all day. So his voice was shot. He's like, excuse me. So I cranked the mic as loud as it goes. Motherfucker pulls out a saxophone out of his fucking trench coat, gives it all. My speakers were done.
Are you serious?
Done. And my ex-coworker comes up to me. Hey, what's up with the music? Hey, man, what's up with my speakers? Your fucking homie just blew them out. The best man blew out my speakers. He's like, what? Like, nobody told me I had a saxophone, and I had the volume all the way up, dude. Like, he's like, my bad. And then, he just paid me for the night. I didn't get nothing for the speaker.
Man.
But, I mean, it was time to kind of upgrade because they were just, like, they weren't powered speakers. But they were my favorite speakers because they had punchy in their JBLs, so they're not cheap. And,
Right.
but that was one surprise.
I know being in a small community that we are in, have you ever had to blacklist anybody?
Yes. Because they're not good on the money, or there's also a reason why I started doing contracts. Before, it was just old school, word of mouth, shake your hand, like, hey, you know,
Right.
just pay me the rest of the day of. But my first time, I was partying in Imperial, and it's actually some COs, and they knocked over the equipment, and they had only gave me maybe $100 deposit, but we didn't have a contract, so they didn't pay for the speakers. They didn't pay, like, they damaged stuff, and there was something in contract. So it's like the person that hired me, they're like, well, I didn't break it, so I'm not responsible. They broke it, but I don't know their names. I don't know where they live. Nothing, no information. So it's just like that's what was kind of like, you know what, from now on, these people are not good with me. So I stopped DJing for them.
Right.
Others just, I don't know, like you really have to like be personal with them. Like kind of get out of your comfort zone and just be like, all right, are they good on their money? And even then, they could be like, you know, I'll give you the deposit. And then the day of, they're like, you know, I'll pay you next time. And then you're just like, all right, blacklist. All right, if this whoever hits you up, pass it on. Tell them not to DJ.
Yeah. I've definitely been in that situation not too long ago. And what sucks is that he's a best friend to my cousin.
Oh, shit. That's even worse when family's involved.
Yeah. And what sucks is that my cousin, 5 months later from the event that I DJ'd, that I had to chase my money for, my cousin paid me the rest.
Oh, it sucks even more.
Yeah. So I ain't going to put no names out there, but, you know, just saying my cousin and his friend and, you know,
Yeah.
And I want to see how it's going to be because I'm going to see this guy when I DJ for my cousin's wedding. You know, so yeah, I definitely need to blacklist him and let everybody know, you know, because it just sucks. It sucks chasing your money.
Yeah.
You know, especially when it's somebody that you know.
Yeah, that's the worst. Yeah, because they're like take advantage. It's like if I don't know the person, like, you know, fuck you, or
right.
You know, it can go really far, really fast. Yeah. But it's like sometimes shit happens from the people, you know, and not just that, dude. But sometimes it's like you gotta. I'm at the point where I have to get a manager just because I can't keep giving out the homie hookups or like the so-called family hookups. It's like, bitch, name my kids. Name where I live. How many carne asadas have you invited me to? Like, honestly, for me to hook you up. I was like, we went to school together. Yeah. Did you talk to me then? No. Do you talk to me now? No. Have you checked up on me? No.
Right.
I mean, yeah, like we're always, you know, posting shit, but like 99% of social media posts like only the good things, or, you know, sometimes here and there you're like, you know, a tragedy, blah, blah. But no one really posts the real them most of the time. Let's just be honest, you know. Mm-hmm. But it's good. Like, I do a checkup here and there because I feel like, you know what, even though everything seems like 100, it's like you got to just, you know, are you cool? You straight? You need anything? Do you want to get something to eat? Just chop it up.
Right.
Is your family good? But, see, you do that. I appreciate that a lot. I have a couple other real close homies. But you do sometimes get these like, hey, well, I know so-and-so in your family. And I'm like, well, I don't even fucking talk to them anymore. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I'm going to charge you double. Or
right?
So don't start off with that shit. Like, yeah. But I don't know, this whole DJ thing sometimes.
You know, and I think that goes back to, you know, supporting local business.
Right.
You know, and one that I can say that we appreciate him and we actually had him on the show is Jose.
Oh, yes.
You know, dude, you post something, you post, you know, you're promoting for your you know, the DJ. He'll share it, he'll comment, you know. Like I said, a lot of the times you don't even have to, you know, you could never in your life hire me, you know, but hey, you know what? Hey, he's always shared my post, you know, or he's always done this, you know, to help out. You know, same thing, you know, vice versa. You know, the other day he was promoting that, you know, he was going to be selling food.
JJ's Barbecue, by the way.
JJ's Barbecue. You know, hey, put it on the Triple Scoop story, you know. Hey, you never know. You know, and it's just like I said, you know, I didn't buy a plate that day. Yeah. But you're still showing support by, you know, sharing somebody's business, you know. And I think that's what is like, comes down to like, oh, what's up with the homie hookup?
Yeah, but people got to start looking at us like local business as well, because that's exactly what we are, local business. Because I'll give you an example. Johnny's Burrito. Mm-hmm. We might have made a joke about it a few years ago, like with Mike or something like. But he's like, that place is expensive. That place is for rich people. And like right now, how much? Like for 2 burritos and fries with cheese, and the lines are still that long.
Yeah,
really long. And granted, like, it's a great product. It's good, but that you're not gonna devalue us just because, you know, we went to school together, or I know your family. It's like, come on, then support. Like, you know, right. I've had some where I do give them the homie hookup. We go way back, and guess what? They'll pay me my worth and a tip. Yeah. And it's like, fuck, dude. Like, I wish I had more people like you guys, because you don't understand what that does for me and my family, you know?
Exactly.
But, I don't know. And, like, now the prices, like, they went up a little bit. Not a whole lot. Not, like, fucking crazy stupid. But, I mean, if you really look at it, like, the rate back then, like, I remember getting a DJ when I was in 8th grade. It's the same prices that some DJs charge now. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, what? How are we going backwards? Like, granted, we don't carry the big old records in the case. Everything's on the computers, but I mean, we're still paying for DJ pools. We're paying for like to update or upgrade equipment, the stands. I mean, everything.
Everything, dude. You know what I mean? Or just, you know, oh, you know, this XLR cable went out of me. You know,
Right.
there you go, buy another XLR cable. You know, or just little things, little tedious things sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, and it's a constant, it's a business.
Not just that, but you got to keep updating your music because
Yes.
more stuff comes up, just different genres, and it's hard to just keep track of that.
That's why I say I fell in love with BeatSource, man.
Oh, dude.
You know what I mean? Remember
I still have
talking-
to try it, but like I see a lot of DJs on that shit.
Yeah, and I like that you can lock in. You know, I think it's up to 1,000 songs, dude. You know, and lock that in, and you know, like granted, I said you can purchase a song. You know, it'll show like $1.99 or whatever. But you know, this is a great way. You know, yeah, you're paying $30 a month for a subscription. You know, because you got access to all type of genres.
But with the subscription, is it subscription? Sorry, my chair came out. But with that, is it $30 a month to borrow, kind of like a library book?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
And it stays in your bank for like how long?
that I'm not sure because I barely started using it.
Okay.
All right, so
You barely started using, guys.
oh,
Get up
come
the help he
on.
needs.
Oh, what? This is the intervention.
Whoa.
But yeah, I'm not sure how long it stays, but I think you can replace, you know, whatever's locked in. You can replace it with, you know, other. So pretty much you have like an online library of all the songs that you have, you know,
And you said there's all kinds of genres on there.
all kinds of genres, dude.
Is there karaoke?
You know what? I haven't checked, but more than likely, yeah.
Don't tell them it's karaoke. Don't tell them there's
No.
karaoke.
Has anybody ever tried to come up and just grab the
Uh.
mic and want to start singing?
Yes.
Oh man,
Turn that shit off right away.
it's the worst, dude.
And they're like, hey. And I was like, hey, you broke my mic. It's like you'll have a gig that you're setting up for, and then just like, can you do karaoke? No. No. They're like, oh, can't you just connect to YouTube? Probably, but can't you just connect?
Right?
I don't know. It's like shout out to the DJs that can do karaoke because it's one thing to like carry all that music with you. It's another thing to have to deal with these people. Like it's a different world.
It is, man.
I mean, I'll say I like to do karaoke, but I don't like to work karaoke.
nah.
It's something else, huh? Like we can go sign up and do like a Boys to Men fucking some fucking shit, some crazy, some Ramon Nayala, Vicente Fernandez, and
Right, but
but it's something about like having to deal with everyone else,
yeah,
and then they come up to you, and I'm like, okay, what song? Well, what do you have? And I'm just like, it's not like the DJs back then that had a folder like, okay, go through here.
right.
But in a way, I can see that kind of kept them entertained for a while. I was like, okay. And then you're moving along. But it's easier. It's like, if you have a song in mind, you just YouTube it and just, you guys do your thing. I got it to the point where I had bought an extra laptop just so they can do it, you know, YouTube, type it in, and I'll just control the microphones. It's like, oh, well, then you should charge me cheaper because I'm doing the work. Well, technically, I had to bring more speakers because, see, these two are just for music. These two are just for vocals. This equalizer right here is so you don't do feedback from the ugly voice that you have. And they're just kind of like, huh? I'm like, yeah, hello.
And this is when I have to auto tune your ass.
Oh, my God. Right. So it's like a lot more work goes into it than people think. It's like, no, we're the center of attention. We're in control. We have the microphone. It's like, yeah, okay, sure. You guys are entertaining. But someone still has to like engineer all that. And I think it's harder to engineer because we don't know why you're walking so close to the speaker when we told you do not get close to the speaker because of
Right.
the feedback. So we're still adjusting levels. Can you turn me up? I was like, well, can you move away from the speaker? And just, I mean, it would help if you had the mic up to like your face and not like your stomach.
Right.
But
I
mean,
know.
it's
I've seen many people do that.
That's a lot of work, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. So I try to stay away from karaoke.
However, it would be nice to do like a lip sync battle. That'd be dope to have it
pretty
like
cool.
here.
Yeah.
Like maybe even like feature it in one of like the comedy shows, like team up and do something like that. Hey, if anyone's interested, we thought of it first.
That's not a bad idea. Maybe we should hit up Molina and
Maybe we should.
you know, let's do something
We'll
like
get a
that.
booth. We'll get a
Right? Not a bad idea. And if they want to come like decked out, like, you know, like lip sync battle, you know,
Yeah.
along those lines, I think that'd be cool.
And we could do an interview, like if they bring someone, and then we'll have like a guitarist right next to us playing, so like we can't hear the interview afterwards that we just did.
That we had to cut in
Yeah, we
half.
had to cut in half pretty much.
Oh man, how do you handle requests, bro?
Request. Depends, because I've had some good requests that I was gonna play anyways. It's just the timing. And I've had songs where just like, dude, I just played that song. Are you sure? He was like, yeah, we're already getting ready to play, and dance and blah blah. It's just because so and so just showed up and blah blah, and they're like the most popular, and I'm just like, okay, and I play it, and dance floor just empty, and you're like, fuck, I knew I should. But then they have like the genres that kill it. Like, okay, well, going back to karaoke, this is where my fail was. I had a lot of people going to karaoke, but the majority was like older, wanting to sing depressing music. So it's like these people like were lined up. Like we had a good 20, 30 people for karaoke, and it's a small bar. But the problem is the bar wasn't making money because they were asking for water, maybe soda, which the refills are free, and they're not bringing any money in.
Right.
And on top of that, they're scaring away the other customers because they're singing like depressing music, whether it was English, Spanish, like emo, like it was just like the vibe was like dead. But there was 30, 40 people, and I don't know. It's just like, how do you control that? Like, you have your regulars that are there ready to sing about like cutting their wrist and shit like that. So you're like, fuck. But they're loyal, but they're not paying like an entrance fee. They're not,
Right.
So it's kind of like, what do you do?
Yeah.
How do you change it up? The worst you can do is be like, I don't have it. But they think of like a million other depressing songs.
Damn. That
So-
hasn't happened to me.
No, just don't do it.
Like, don't do it.
Just don't do it. It's not worth it.
Damn. I actually kind of followed like what Nick Spinelli said, when it comes to requests.
He's crazy, by the way.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
dude.
He makes me laugh a lot, so I know he's crazy.
How he said, don't ever play it right away. Do not ever play a request right away because they're like,
Then they're in control.
Yeah, and it's true.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Well, he played it already, so I'm gonna ask him for another one.
Yeah.
And it's just, it can definitely get annoying. Like I said, I don't mind requests. Like, oh, can you get this one? But when they're like, oh, are you gonna play it yet? Oh, are you gonna play it yet?
Are you gonna play my song?
Or can you play it in 10 minutes? And I'm like, you're giving me a time to play your song? And it's just like, yeah, it's just the different things that we get thrown, towards our way. It's just like, yeah, it's just crazy, dude. Like,
I've had some uncomfortable situations to where like the dance floor was packed, and I had an individual come up to me and be like, "So can you play something better, or can you change the music?" And I'm thinking like, is this the person that hired me? No, it's not the person that hired me. Maybe it's the person's significant other. No, it's not the significant. Who the fuck are you? And they're just like right there, and like just causing a scene because they want me to change the style of music. I'm like times like this, maybe DJs need to get like their own security just to deal with like fucking. You need to go away.
yeah, dude.
You need to go away. We got your request. Like back in the day, I used to do this. Just have like a paper and just leave your request right there. But sometimes it's like you can't read the writing, and that's where it's like.
Yeah.
But I don't know. If I have it, I'll look for it and I'll tell them like I have it or I don't have it. Or sometimes if like certain people, I'll be like, all right, well, can you type it out for me on YouTube so I know which song you're talking about? Right. And that's as far as I go. And I was like, I have it, I don't have it. Mm-hmm. But fuck, dude, like I don't know. What do you do with these requests?
It's yeah. Sometimes I just say I don't have it. You know,
Easy as that.
it's
Well, now you can't say that now because you got B source, so it's your fault.
shut up. They
He's
don't know
got everything.
They don't know what Beat Source is.
Shit, he can make you a beat on the spot.
Beatosaurus.
Beatosaurus.
Yeah, but you know they don't know that, so I just
You just told them. No, I'm just kidding.
yeah.
Don't forget to subscribe.
But yeah, you know, now it's cool when you know, hey, you know, they come up to you and they're like, they throw you like freaking 3 beers. You know, here's 3
Oh
beers.
yeah. Also,
You know.
don't come to request a song and not like at least offer
Yeah.
like a water, soda. Like if you drink, if that's your thing, bring them a beer.
Yeah. You know,
But don't just like come off annoying because that's one thing you're gonna piss off the DJ. He's not gonna play your song.
you know, for example, one time it was an older gentleman. He wanted some ZZ Top.
Okay.
You know, and I was like, I said, I do have some ZZ Top. I go, let me just fill out the dance floor, you know, and I go, but I'll try to get it on for you.
Well, one question before you continue: was it on the playlist?
It wasn't on the playlist.
Okay, then you didn't have to play that shit.
I
Go
did,
ahead.
right? And then he goes, man, it'd be awesome if you could get it on for me, you know, just play it for me. Like, I go, let me see what I can do, you know, just so an hour goes by, I haven't played nothing, you know,
Yeah.
and then he comes back up, and he fucking puts a 20 on my
Oh shit.
right there on the table, right? And I was like, all right, now I'm gonna get it on. I'm gonna play that song for you, you know. So yeah, and I transitioned it to where, you know, I said on the mic, you know, oh, this is a special request, you know, and it's actually dedicated to so and so, you know, because he wanted to actually dedicate it to the birthday, you know, whoever's birthday it was.
Okay, cool.
You know, so
I should have started off with that. Like,
yeah, and you know, sometimes they don't, so it's just like, hey,
you just play the song.
yeah,
Right.
you know, so you know, tips they do help. You know, you'll definitely out of me, you'll definitely get
A good time.
yeah, He's stupid, bro. You'll definitely get, you know, more than likely get your request played.
Bro, I had to turn down a tip. I was playing at a local bar, and the vibe was hip hop, reggaeton, Latin, and granted, I love all genres of music.
Right.
And the vibe was going. People were dancing, having a good time, and dude hits me with the curveball. He's like, "Hey, can you throw on Hotel California?" And I was just like, "Bro, I love this song, but you're gonna kill the vibe. Honestly, if you want, that could be the last song, and I'll dedicate it to you, bro." And he's like, "Nah, I think you could play it right now." Slips me 100. I was like, "Fuck, I can't use that 100 for gas or some shit." I was like, respectfully, I have to decline because I love the song,
Right.
but everyone's dancing, nearly dancing on tables. Like, it was lit, but he wanted to hear it. And granted, he was a person of power. He's not with us no more, but he was a person of power, and he just really wanted to hear it. I think to kill the vibe, honestly, like, because he didn't care that everyone was having a good time. He just wanted to hear what he wanted to hear.
Right.
To prove a point, like, I can buy you. And that's where, like, make it 200. I'll fucking play it, but nah, like, actually, the bartender / security dude, they're like, oh, no, just let him DJ. He knows what he's doing.
Right.
So, fuck, man. Like, I think about it. Like, yeah, if he would offer me 200, I would have done it.
He said, I would have done it.
would've done
Fucking.
it.
All right.
Because that's, you know, I could if they don't get me any more to DJ right there, it's like, all right, well, at least I went out with an extra 200 bucks. Like,
Right. Yeah, man. Shit. But yeah, you know, it's just, I mean, the stories could go on and on and on and on forever, you know. But yeah, I think you know, the game is changing, you know, and I think marketing strategies and, you know, they need to go along with it. And I don't know. I sometimes it's like I sit there and I'm like, I need a different game plan.
Yes,
You know.
I hear you. And also, I want to include help. Because a lot of the times we do all these solos. Shout out to all the DJs I've been doing a solo, but I'm to a point where it's like I'd rather charge a little more and break bread with my brothers and shit, like, and DJ that way, and that way we're up and going faster and tear down faster, and everyone gets home faster.
Definitely.
And that way you guys can also control like requests or if something make an announcement, so you're not trying to transition to this badass fucking thing that's gonna get everyone yelling and TikTok worthy and fucking
right.
And then someone just come in your ear killed whatever you were trying to do. It's like I think it's good as a team right now. So I've actually extended like invitations to other DJs, but I guess it's like when I tell them to pay, sometimes it's like, hey, we're gonna split this. It's like, no, well, I can go make that on my own. All right, you can, but it's gonna get to the point where you're gonna also get tired unless you start hiring a crew or whatever.
Definitely. You know, and yeah, you know, and just for example, I saw somebody actually saying they charge $50 an hour. They're advertising on Facebook, and
Yikes!
that's what I said. You know,
But like with decent equipment, or
I have no idea. No decent pictures. I mean,
well, that's another thing. I don't know why DJs sleep on fucking promoting.
Yeah.
Like, granted, I haven't done it in a while, but it's to the point where my name's pretty much established out here, and I don't know. They just feel like they don't have to promote. I don't know. A little flyer, a little business card goes a long way, man.
It does. You know, and yeah, it kind of, I don't know, maybe it kind of irritates me when I see somebody saying $50 an hour, you know, and it's just like, what, in this day and age, what can you possibly give for $50 an hour?
Maybe like an upcoming DJ, like a brand new, like I'm still in high school trying to.
I still feel like you're selling yourself short.
Well, I mean, it depends too, because if it's a young DJ, like, do they have the experience? Like, are they gonna be able to DJ for like a 30-year-old wedding? Are they gonna be able to DJ for a 20th reunion? Like something.
Right.
Like, I think they're limited, and if they're going in at like $50 an hour, it's like, okay, well, I could put you in a club, I could put you in a bar where we're only gonna pay so much for the night. But now, if you're saying that they're charging $50 an hour to do like a wedding, or I don't know what they can offer for $50.
Exactly, dude. You know, and yeah, so it's just it kind of threw me off. My wife was the one that actually mentioned to me. She goes, "There's a guy advertising for $50 an hour."
What happens if they destroy his equipment?
Exactly, like, you know, they don't. I don't know. They're not. Like I said, maybe they are just starting. They're not seeing the bigger picture. You know, but yeah, my wife, it kind of bothered me. And I was like, why are you charging $50 an hour?
I charged that at the very beginning because I was still green and I had all my stuff on CDs. So it's like, I didn't have lights. I just had speakers. So I was just like, you know what? I'm charging $50 an hour. I'm starting off, getting my name out. But after like maybe a year, like I had my lights, I had experience. The one thing I always kind of had is like the music, because we grew up listening to a bunch of music. But still, you needed to make your name out there. But like you're talking about years ago. Like,
yeah. You know, and then it's just like, okay, is he downloading his music from YouTube?
Oh, that's another thing too.
You know, are you using DJ pools? Like, you know, all that's an expense. You know? You know, it all adds up. You know, your subscription to, you know, to Serato, your subscription to this, your subscription to that. You know, the shit adds up. You know? So, yeah, $50 an hour just kind of threw me off. It's just like, in my head, I was like, why? You know? But
here's another idea. If they have decent equipment, we can hire them to set up and break down, and we'll just show up and DJ.
Not a bad idea. $50 an hour.
No, I'll just be like, you know what? I just need your equipment, so I'm gonna pay you $50 to set up. I'll pay another $50 to tear it down. $100. I mean, that's pretty much what you're charging.
Yeah. And you don't have to DJ.
And you don't have to DJ.
Yeah.
I'll keep the rest.
I'll give you a tip.
There you go.
But yeah, so I think, somebody asked me actually at work. They're like, "Oh, how much do you charge?"
Yeah.
And I gave them a price, and they looked at me like a deer in headlights.
Have you ever had to do a back-to-back gig the same day?
Yes.
What was that like for you?
Exhausting. Because it's a one-man band.
Yep.
Like you said, I think we are getting to that age where it's just like, we love it. We love DJing, but just to actually just go plug in, set up your controller, and play, that's the best right there. But like I said, the repetition every weekend of setting up, breaking down, now granted, if you had a team and everybody's involved, that's different.
That'd be dope. The most I've done back to back was 3 gigs in one day. It was junior high in Brawley, and I had to set up, tear down. Right after that was junior high in Calipat, set up, tear down. And the night was the club, but thank God everything was already set up.
Right.
And I had another DJ already like opening up, so it was cool. It's like at the very end, you just pack up your laptop and you're good.
Yeah.
But from the previous gigs, it's like you're tired because you're thinking like, did I already play this song already? And you got this is the third gig. It's like,
Yeah.
And speaking of that, what's your opinion? Because I know every DJ is gonna have a different opinion about this, but about playing the same song more than once in the night.
I personally don't like to do it.
Like club wise, like you're in the club.
Okay, so
Let's say the club starts at 9, ends at 2 in the morning.
and you got let's say for example, me and you were DJing.
Okay.
Right? And like you have a you're going with the set
Go ahead,
playlist,
go
you know
ahead,
what I mean?
You guys listening?
Yeah, you're going with the set playlist, and
I can see you in the comments.
and it's just like I was like, fuck, I was gonna play that, but
Right.
but it's just like, would I play it again? No. I wouldn't.
Stubborn.
Would you?
Yes. And this is where everyone's going to get mad at me. But, see, I come from a different era, maybe, because I remember going to the Owls, no longer here, but shout out to everyone that used to pop it up or whatever at the Owl. But you had like 3 or 4 DJs a night, dude. And the first DJ did not stick around for the second or third DJ or the fourth DJ. They just came in, did their thing, and they jumped onto another club, another bar. And their set was not heard by the last DJ, of course.
True.
So they're gonna play the same song. Maybe it wasn't always the same remix, but like if me and you or me and Palma or someone are playing, and they step out on purpose, I'll play the song because they stepped out. I'll be like, yeah, you know what? But I mean, I might play a different remix to it, but yeah, I do get that a lot. Like from the other DJs, it's like, oh shit, I was gonna play that. Fucking play it. Like, I don't fucking care. Like, I played it at 9 o'clock. Why can't you play it at 1? It's going to probably hit better at 1, but I have to keep the people here. I'm a better opener than closer. Because a closer, everyone's already lit, everyone's drunk, everyone's whatever, and they just want to vibe. The hardest part for me was learning to open because you got to keep the motherfuckers there. You got to give them a reason to drink more. You got to give them a reason to just, talk with them, and it's a transition to where you could have been competing with the jukebox that was playing like the Hotel California, whatever vibe,
Right.
a whole totally different vibe.
Right.
So you got to get them invested. Like, okay, he'll ease into it. Maybe even throw on a genre they didn't expect to hear at the time.
Right.
With good little remixes, and then transitioning, and oh shit, before you know it, it's like, I got 4 or 5 more people, and they're just enjoying the music, having another conversation, like, oh shit, and then more people come in, and then before you know it, you get to play whatever you want after that. The hardest part for me was always opening,
Yeah.
but I don't know.
I think that's I think, yeah, it's, because when you're one of the first DJs, it's like, I think it is a little hard, because
Because you also don't want to play all the hits either.
exactly.
But I might. I'm telling you, 9 o'clock and 1 o'clock, it's a different vibe. It's a different vibe.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, no, it depends who I'm DJing with. Like, I don't want to rub them the wrong way. It might piss them off. Like, what the fuck? Why are you doing that? But I'll give you another example. Like, I was blessed to do a prom recently with homie Mario and Leo. And they were playing for the dinner, right? So they had dinner music, just chill, classical. Then they're like, they asked them so many times to change the music. And they're like, no, you guys are eating, just chill. But no, that's not what they want to hear. So then they're like, all right, well, we'll play something. And I said, well, I'll go on. I'll play some older reggaeton so you can vibe to, but it's nothing new. I don't want to play none of the new shit. It's too early. So I start playing, and they come on like, oh, do you have any newer reggaeton? And then we just look at each other like, oh, this ain't gonna work. So you gotta give them a vibe like now, and then kind of transition back a little bit more, because I mean they wanted a party. They're kids. They want to just fucking get lit from as soon as they get there till they leave.
Right.
And sometimes that's hard because you're like, dude, you guys are eating, fucking just chill. Like, we'll work our way up to it, but sometimes like they're already at 100 when they get there. And they're like, no, like, we want to go.
Right.
But I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like, sometimes as an opener, I think it's hard because you don't want to play all the good music. Granted, there's a million songs you could throw on that are going to be lit, but
yeah,
for me, it's always been harder to open than to close.
Speaking of, there's a million songs that you can get lit to. You ever have that brain fart though, and you're like, fuck, what do I play next?
Sometimes, but it's kind of like I want to play this song, but I don't know what it's called. And you're like, oh, this would go good with this, and then I can go into a different kind of set.
Right.
But then it's like, there's nothing in there. Like, there's nothing in there.
Yeah.
So what I'll just do is, like, I'll go back to my basics. Like, these are going to work no matter what age group. Or even, like, sometimes I don't want to do it as much anymore, but, like, you'll throw on a line dance that will kind of give you that 4 or 5 minutes to think, like, all right, once this is done, I'm going to flip it. But, yeah, I guess you can say, yeah, I've had that, like, where do I go from here?
Right.
But that's when I kind of just revert to, like, okay, just throw a line dance, and then it gives me 4 or 5 minutes to be like, all right, I can kind of adjust.
Yeah.
But has it happened to you when you have like 8 seconds left on the song?
Yeah, because
they're looking for the song.
Yeah, or sometimes when you forget that you're actually DJing and you're fucking vibing with the song, and you look at it, you're like, oh shit, 48 seconds, and you're like,
So what I'll do is I'll loop it, right? I'll loop the beat, and then as I'm looking for a song, I'm over here like with the effects, like doing a high pass filter, and then or like stuttering or a different effect. So it doesn't sound like it's the same thing the whole time.
Right.
I'm still thinking of a song to throw on. And then it's worse when they're like, oh, it has to be all clean music. Fuck! Damn it!
I know, man.
And you don't have the clean version of the song, so you're just kind of like, well, I could play the first 25 seconds, and then I'll just echo it out or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one thing too, is just like, yeah, or it says, the song says, oh, it's a clean version, and it's actually not.
Or when you're playing the song, and then all of a sudden the deck starts playing backwards. Has that happened to you yet?
Did you throw holy water on it? Was it possessed?
A little bit. I got those, but only when I played more than 6 hours.
Really?
But I didn't even have to play the 6 hours. Like, say I set up my laptop and I left it ready, but I didn't turn it off. So it starts counting the hours from then. Like say I prep 2 hours, but I'm only gonna play 4. That's already 6 hours. So you're like towards the end, and then you start getting problems, bugs with the program.
Right.
You're like, what the fuck? But yeah, you just have to troubleshoot, and there's no better way to troubleshoot than with experience. Have something ready on your phone. Make sure your mixer's Bluetooth, or have an aux cable connected to a speaker.
Yeah.
Just because you never know what this shit can happen. I mean, they're computers. They're not perfect.
Yeah, that's very, very true. You always have to have backup. Something. Yeah, it's just. Yeah, like I said, man. People don't realize of how much money and how much work actually goes into it.
Or like when you're trying to do it live with your buddy DJing and your laptop wants to like do an update.
Oh fuck!
Sorry, I'm never gonna let it go.
And
you almost didn't DJ.
I know, man. And dude, it's just like, and we were just talking about how we did an event together. We did the Tattoo Expo, remember?
Oh, dude, we did talk about that.
Yeah,
That's right.
and as soon as I open my fucking laptop, what does it want to do?
Update.
Yeah, it wants to fucking do an update. Yeah, dude, I was just like, but I remember when we DJ'd the Tattoo Expo. You're like, all right, ready to DJ? I was like, yeah. Take out my controller, my laptop, everything was ready to go. And it just wants to fucking do an update. Start up the laptop, update. Fucking that one literally took like an hour and a half, huh? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so yeah, that. So now, wake up in the morning before my gig and make sure that there's no updates. I
mean, I'm sure we can manually turn that off.
Yeah.
But.
Yeah.
Lazy.
I know.
And hopefully it just updates when I'm at home.
Yeah. But other than that, man, I think we need to change up our strategies on different things,
Yep.
And so this is actually the first time we ever done a DJ talk, man.
Yeah.
And
I mean, it'd be cool. We can invite other DJs, but as long as they're like willing to just put it out there, man, because I'm sure we're not the only ones that think this way.
No,
like, not to bring anyone down, but it's just like, what's your ideas, your philosophies of how do you do things?
Right.
You don't have to put like your rate out there or anything like that, but just like, hey, do you think it's fair that so and so charges only $50 and we've been doing this for so long and they kind of want to just
yeah,
undercharge.
Especially in a small community. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think the just the aspect and the thought of like, and like I said, it kind of irritated me when I saw $50 an hour. It was just like, fuck, who charges $50 an hour? It's just all the work, even your, let's say you are starting your DJ just starting off, right? If you invest just in speakers and, subs and lights, your laptop, of course, your controller, not so you're going to straight DJ from your laptop, all that's money. You're paying a monthly payment on something. There goes your $50. And then the way gas prices are right now, it's just like, all that needs to be taken into consideration.
Yep.
Yeah, so when I hear $50 an hour, I'm like, I always used to say the saying, and I always say it, good DJs aren't cheap. Cheap DJs aren't good. So yeah, but like I said, I ain't knocking you if you're starting off, but you definitely got to raise that rate a bit. That's my opinion. I think between DJ Bard and Nick Spinelli, Cleveland Terry, they got some good pointers, man. They got some good pointers, and it's just after watching one episode of Cleveland Terry, on the corporate gigs, I was like,
shit.
fuck, I was doing it all wrong. You know?
I gotta charge 3 times more.
Yeah, I was like, and it's true. You know, you don't think about it, but they have a budget that they need to spend. You know, because like I said, it's a company, they're gonna write it off.
Yeah.
You know, they got a budget that they need to spend, and it's just like, damn, fucking yeah, throw the price out.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely. So, I think, yeah, you know, that's why I like watching them. You know, it gives me motivation. Also, like, damn, you know,
Also, it grinds my gears when you have other fucking people trying to come up and do like the whole entertainment business thing out of it too, and it's like you understand how much work goes into it. How are you gonna fucking try to undercharge me, like underpay me? I mean, how are you
Yeah.
gonna underpay me? Like when you know when you see how early we're testing lights, testing wires, if we have to change wires. I mean, you know how much work we put into this, and you only want to pay me X amount of money. It's like,
right.
I'm sorry, bro. Like, I can go do something easier and get paid more over here versus running a whole show. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, you know, and you've done it. I've DJ'd for. I mean, you look at all the work that goes into, you know, doing a concert. You know, we've been on that platform.
yeah,
You know, and it's just, yeah, all the work that goes into it, man. You know, but it feels like, you know, to where have gotten and from where we have started, it's a blessing, dude. You know,
yeah,
you know that we're on the same stage with Dog Pound, same
Shit.
stage with Baby Bash, Little Rob. You know,
He's the bunny.
he's Bunny. Damn, you went crazy when you saw Diamond Ortiz.
I was just like, oh my god, like
Yeah.
one of the best top boxers out there. Shout out Diamond Ortiz. Also, Fingers. I haven't been able to really. I met him once, but I would like to chop it up with him. And I remember on one of his lives, I gave him a shout out, and I remember I recorded from my GoPro. He's like, shout out to DJ Jetty, and I was like, but I still got it. I think
Fucking butchered
I still
it.
got it.
Oh,
I still
shit.
got it.
Yeah,
But,
you know,
but stuff like that,
and
like
I, you know, I think, I don't know, is it that we get excited or is just like, damn, they,
when we met Frost, dude, that was cool. He gave us a shout out.
yeah, Kid Frost, man, you know, what's his DJ Soul Life?
Oh shit!
You know,
that
what I mean,
was
shout
awesome.
out to DJ Soul Life, cool people, man. You know, it's just, you know, the networking that went on backstage was dope too.
Like with AC, the promoter, shout
Yeah,
out.
shout out to AC the promoter. You know, hey, it's, you know, it's just like I said, this is in our blood, man. We love it. You know, we love it. And it's just, you know, we'll never give it up. I know I will.
It's like I know, but how do you present this to a client though? Like we're gonna go that extra mile, like to make sure you have a good time, a good party. But how do you explain it to a client? Because I've gotten to where I made custom instrumentals for like a wedding, and I've done like, there's songs you couldn't even download from YouTube at one time. Like there was no converters, you couldn't buy it off of fucking any platform. And then there I am with my recording equipment, trying to grab the song, trying to clean it up as good as I can, matching certain sounds. And you're like, I just want to make sure that the client has the song, because it's their, like, the Nick Spinelli puts it perfect. Every wedding is a Super Bowl. Like, you got to make sure you win, baby. Like,
yeah.
when he said that, it just stuck in my head, dude. It's just like, it's true because it's that important.
It's super important, man. Those are their memories, bro.
Yeah. So it's like, how do you explain, like, sometimes to a client, they're like, okay, well, why should I get you instead of so and so? You got to sell yourself. You're going to be like, you know what? Well, I'm going to do things that DJ might not do for you.
What? Oh, wow.
And if he does it, I'll do it for cheap. No, no, I'm not doing it for cheap.
Oh, man. Yeah, and I think that's why, like I said, shout out Cleveland Terry, shout out DJ Barr, shout out Nick Spinelli, because, they do definitely
Yeah.
They break it down. They give damn good advice.
I was talking earlier before went on live. Shout out to Rick Webb because that motherfucker's too talented. Like this dude can weld. This dude can do electrical. He has his own shirt company. He has his own truck vlogs. Like he's doing it, dude. He recently quit his job so he can just focus on DJing. Like I admire all that, dude, because I remember there was a point where that's all I was doing is DJing, but fucking pandemic came and fucked my shit up.
Right.
But I mean, he's like so much talent, but he's using all that talent. Like sometimes, like all the stuff I've learned over the years is like, how do I put that into one big thing and just do what I love and, you know, be able to provide for my family at the same time?
Yeah. I feel you on that one, man. And I think we need to work on something to where we can do that and do it full time.
I'm not selling drugs, bro. Not again.
Oh man. You know, so yeah, I think definitely we have to figure out a game plan. And remember I was telling you earlier, like, you know, granted, I'm my own DJ, you're your own DJ, but we do have Triple Scoop BNT, which is our podcast, and you know, fucking might as well just make it a complete business also, you know, and we are Triple Scoop ENT.
Entertainment.
You know, so
we can do interviews at parties or what? Sorry.
Right? Hey, shout out Triple Scoop
I'll be like this
right
like,
now.
What song you want to play? All right. This song was played back in this day, but why do you want to hear it? What's so special? Like, what back seat of what car were you in when this song came out? Did you know your parents, you know, I'm never.
Right. Hey, it's not a bad idea, dog.
I remember listening to this song on this station in front of a church, and it was not edited live.
Wow.
It really did happen. I was listening to like an old Tupac song. I was parked right in front of the church waiting for my son to come out of catechism, and I'm bumping it. I didn't know what station it was just random. And then I noticed, oh, it's cussing. I lowered it right. I was like, oh, shit.
Right in front of a church.
I know, right in front of the church, and I lowered it.
Oh, man. But yeah, man, you know, I think.
Would that work? Or no, that'd be too weird. Like, because I know there's different DJs, different types of DJs. A lot of DJs that just mix, spin, and provide that environment, right? But then you have some DJs, like I got to witness, one that was really cool was in I think LA, one of my cousins got married, and she hired like a radio DJ. So there was two. And they were playing games, and they were talking, like in between songs. Kind of like when a band plays, and like after each song, they kind of interact with the crowd a little bit while they're getting ready to play the next song. And in a way that at first I would think that's kind of cheating, because it's like you just had like a 2-minute gap or 3-minute gap to get ready for the next song. It's like, all right, how many songs can you play? And they play them in entirety.
Right.
So it's like, okay, but it is entertaining. So it's like, what's your thoughts on that? Like having someone just go MC like in between, or does that kind of throw you off and be like, no, I can't mix then I can't. There's different types of DJs. Do you agree or disagree with certain types? Some that talk too much, or what is talking too much?
I think MCing is good. I've seen the way DJ Bar does it, and I think it works perfect. But there has to be certain times, because as a DJ, as a true DJ, not just playing music, you know, and you're actually, you know, whatever the case is, you're scratching, mixing, beat matching, whatever the case is, that's what you love to do. That's what we love to do. You know, so I think ain't nothing wrong with MCing. You know, I love to MC.
Let me ask you this question. Not being the DJ right now and just a lover of music, entertainment, let's say you had to hire someone, but like it's in a special event, but you don't want your buddies to DJ because you want them to be a part of your day, right? Let's just say, are you going to hire a Twitch DJ? Because a lot of Twitch DJs just talk in between or don't play the whole song, or because this was brought up in another a YouTuber that they were talking about. Like, okay, people on Twitch aren't getting gigs for DJing because the way they DJ, like it's different from when you DJ Twitch than when you're actually at a party. Are you gonna hire the guy that's just gonna be mixing, or are you gonna hire the guy that's more entertaining, kind of talking in between, interacting, talking shit kind of to the crowd? Because it's a mix like of comedy a little bit,
Yeah.
but I mean like you personally not having the luxury of picking your DJ buddies, just like who are you gonna hire for that event? Would you consider getting a Twitch DJ?
No, because I think everybody's there to dance. They want to party.
Okay.
You know, MC, sure, why not? But between every single song, no. Yeah, that
Because you got to remember, like that's what the bands do too. They talk in between every song,
that's true.
so it's like that. That's where it got me because I seen all these YouTubers talking about like how you gonna talk between every song, and but then again, we don't play the whole song, so how much talking are we really gonna be doing? So it's like we'll transition 2, 3, 4 songs like within the 3 minutes, 4 minutes. So it's like I don't know because I've seen some other TikTokers too, like they're DJing and talking over it, and then even other radio DJs, like in Spanish too, I would hear them baby, 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 like talk on top of the thing,
Right.
and they're so funny and entertaining. But like I never like would I hire them to DJ an event for me, like let's say a quince or a wedding or I don't know.
You know, and I guess radio style DJ, you know, me living in LA for so long, you know, I had Power 106, I had you know,
Yeah.
93.5 K Day, I had 92.3, you know, freaking Big Boy in the morning.
Oh shit.
You know what I mean? It's that vibe is cool. You know, okay, for example, DJ Fally Fell, right? Power 106 DJ. It's been with fucking Power 106 for I don't know how long. You know, I would hire him. If he talked in between, I wouldn't give a fuck. It's fucking Fally Fell.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? You know, just because it's him, there's other DJs. Shout out to DJ J Valentino.
Oh,
You know, he's fucking funnier than shit,
he's
bro.
hilarious.
You know, him along with Concrete, you know.
I was gonna say his mom.
Oh, dude, his mom's
fucking
hilarious too.
too.
You know, Jay Valentino, he's a badass DJ,
Fuck yeah.
you know. But would I hire him? I would.
See, that's where I'm at. I'm like 50
So
50
so
too.
so now, you know, now that, you know, putting it in that perspective, I'm 50-50 now.
But
You know,
see,
because
like,
I know he would.
but I don't know. Would he act up too? Like, not act up. That's incorrect. Would he conversate with the crowd that way, like he does, kind of like in his
So pretty much like bring his comedy.
to the DJ game?
Right.
Because when he does his mixes, they're on point, but they don't really mix. Like I haven't seen him do like a, or maybe I just haven't seen it, like where he's mixing into the comedy.
See, and if I'm not mistaken, I don't want to be wrong on this, but I think he used to DJ back on Latino 96.3. Okay, I'm not too sure. I think he did. Okay, but anyways, I've heard his mixes when he was on the radio, right? And he's a fucking dope ass DJ.
Oh yeah.
You know, so, and then I never knew the comedy side of him till actually, you know, recently, and he actually has freaking videos and everything.
He's hilarious.
You know,
dude.
he's that comedy side it's fucking hilarious. You know, so
if he brings that into his DJing set, like at a gig, dude.
I think
but
he
how?
he would have fucking people cracking up.
That'd be like Concrete going back on the road, like fucking hosting and rapping at the same time.
And doing comedy.
They're doing comedy.
Yeah, you know, it's crazy. You know, but
Well, one that did put it all together, we can both agree, is Chingo Bling. He brought the whole rap comedy thing.
Yeah.
He's really good at it.
Yeah.
Really good at it. So I mean, it could work. We've seen it work, entertainment wise. He go on stage and people know the lyrics to his music, whether it's controversial or not. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. He's good at it, so it could work. The comedy slash rapper or entertainer. So I mean, I don't know. There's so many possibilities out there to kind of like to do.
I don't know, man. You know, I guess you could say I'm 50-50 with it now. You know, when I put it out there, it's like, you know, I mentioned these DJs and, you know.
What I would like to see is like more like, I don't know about quinces, but like weddings where they have more entertainment, because I've seen here like trios, I've seen mariachis,
Right.
I've seen like a dude do like a solo set on a guitar or piano. But like bringing, like you said, like the comedy element, like, you know what, it's an important day, so we're just gonna crack some jokes for a little bit, kind of like loosen any tensions between families or whatever, and just have a good time, like maybe for a good, I don't know, 20, 30-minute set, and then get the party going right after that.
What if your MC is a comedian?
Okay.
You know.
I mean, that could work too throughout the whole night.
Yeah.
But it just depends how much they had to drink too. You're
True.
like, all right, where all the single tias at? I mean, all the single non-gordita tias at? Like, fucking.
So
What if the MC starts throwing tortillas, dog? Like,
okay, for example, I've DJ'd for Molina at his comedy shows, right? And I ran the sound also. But, you know, I've DJ'd for him.
Okay.
The last event that I did for him, you know, he was I want you to introduce so-and-so, and, you know, and fuck, dude, I fucking butchered her name.
No.
Yeah. She was, she's a local.
You can't say that word.
Yeah, I fucking butchered her name.
You can't say that word.
Why not?
It's not correct. We're going to get canceled.
Okay, we're gonna.
Anyways, yeah, he messed up the name.
Yeah, I messed up the name. I felt bad.
Oh shit!
You know, because I introduced.
I'm leaving it by the way.
Oh fuck!
This is too funny. Go ahead. Thank you, Molina.
And then I corrected it. You know, while I was introducing her.
Yeah.
You know, and part of me was like, "Fuck." You know, and then I had to fucking plug me in and plug Triple Scoop in too, you know. So I did that, but yeah, dude, it sat with me all night. Like, fuck, you want to go out there and fucking kill it, you know. And when you fucking mess up somebody's name, you're like, fuck, you know.
Man,
so
that's pretty bad.
So yeah, so you know, DJing the comedy show, it's cool, it's different, you know. I'm pretty much just DJing in the beginning, you know, and then comedy show starts, and it's pretty much it. You know, comedians ask me for their walk-up song, you know, just play that, and that's pretty much it, you know. So it's pretty much chill.
Is it hard to be your personality as a YouTuber while you're DJing?
I try to fit them both in sometimes, you know.
But is it hard? For me, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, it can be. You know, I'm not gonna get on the mic. Yo, what up, guys? It's your boy DJ Jay Steezy. You know,
that'd be cool.
You
like,
know.
oh my god!
Yeah, make sure to subscribe, like, share. You know, on every single platform. But yeah, I think
you should do that every hour.
Right.
Well, you did do that at a gig.
I did.
In California.
I fucking did.
Because they knew me by the time I got there. They're like, oh, he's Triple Scoop.
Like,
yeah. What?
You're a subscriber?
Did you subscribe? Let me see.
Yeah. But yeah, man, you know, I think overall this DJ conversation was a good one, man. You know, I think we need to bring, like I said, we need to bring other DJs on the show and, you know, have that DJ talk. But okay. Speaking of bringing other DJs on the show and have a DJ talk.
Okay.
There's some DJs that don't like to talk.
Is it they don't like to talk, or they just don't know what to say?
Or maybe.
Maybe it's like still kind of the frightening part. Maybe.
Right. You know, because like for example, me, I like to get on the mic, you know, while I'm DJing. You know, ¿dónde están las mujeres solteras? You know, you know what I mean? Just different shit like that. You know, the interaction with the crowd. You know, and there's some DJs that just won't do it, or just maybe they don't have the.
Uh, I know what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
They just don't have that in them. Maybe.
Yeah.
Like maybe they have so much of a gift transitioning music to keep people moving, dancing, whatever, that having that would be like an extra, like, I don't know. Because it's a talent. There's a difference between MCing and DJing.
You know, and I think it goes back to like almost like radio, you know. I think that's why you know, we have the podcast, and, you know, we like to DJ and shoot the shit and bullshit and talk and do interviews.
Yeah, but you know what? Even me, like every gig, it's hard to be consistent on the mic. The music, I got it down. I got it down. Like I can feel the crowd. Sometimes I can predict the song before it's requested, and let's be loaded up already. But like the whole trying to my persona on there, sometimes I feel alone. Me alone can probably be a little too much, and I want to have someone to tell me like, okay, you're good. It's like, yeah, párale, cállate.
Right.
You know, because I don't know, maybe I'll go too far, but I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I hold back a little bit when it comes to talking. Like when it comes to the announcements, yeah, I got it down.
Right.
And so and so comes in, blah blah. Yeah, I have butchered names too.
Right.
So don't. It's okay.
Right.
We're forgiven. Allergies, sorry. But I mean, the whole just trying to be the vibe, it's a little hard, a little bit. But the more, and it's weird because the more people know me, the harder it is.
Right.
Like when I'm at a party, I don't know anybody. Oh yeah, that's gonna be lit. I'm gonna be talking all kinds of shit, like, because I'm not gonna see these fools again.
Right.
But when you have like a bunch of like family or certain friends that think they're funnier than you are, and it's just kind of like, I don't know. I'm kind of sometimes a little bit standoffish and reserved or whatever you want to call it. But I will still play the best songs or whatever. Okay. Like it comes more natural to me to do that than to kind of be myself.
See, okay, for example, I DJ'd a wedding. My cousins, there was a few of my cousins at that wedding. Mm-hmm. You know, that's the one where everybody band mode we had, you know.
Oh, okay.
And, you know, and when I jumped back on, because after the band stopped playing, I jumped back on, and I fucking yelled in the mic, "Who's ready to turn the fuck up?"
Oh, shit.
You know? And fuck, I had the crowd going. Now, my cousin's getting married. You know, I'm on DJ's wedding in November. Am I going to do that there? No, because fucking half of my family's going to be there, or my whole family's going to be there. You know, so I think...
Is it like a respect thing?
Maybe.
Because they still don't see you as a DJ. They see you as their family.
Yeah.
Like they don't see you as an entertainer.
Would I want to do it? Yeah. But at the same time, you know, because it's crossed my mind. Like, you know, I was like, shit. I want everybody to have a good time, and I want to turn it up.
You know, it helps a lot. Alcohol.
Well, yeah.
get fucked up. No, don't get too fucked up.
You know, I want to turn it up because I know my cousin would like me to turn it up.
Yeah.
You know, but at the same time, it's just like, I don't want my family members to be like, man, this guy's acting a fool. And which I feel like I won't be acting a fool because this is what we do.
Yeah, this is what we love. This is what.
Yeah. You know, so it's like, do I do it or I don't do it? You know, it's granted it's in November, but you know, it does cross my mind. Like, should I do that or should I, you know?
I've changed a lot, and I can see like where my weaknesses are. Mm-hmm. Like I definitely DJ better. Like, with another DJ.
Right.
Like we take each other like I don't know. It's like you're here, I'll be here, and then you're up here, and then I'm up here, and then if you're up here, I'll work the crowd.
Right.
So it's like we have a good vibe together with Palma, a couple of the others DJs. Um, but honestly, my favorite time was when I was with Bluesky because we had like the club scene and we would try to top each other off and at the same time like battle each other to where it's like I'm doing a good set and then he'll come and try to scratch something like that's totally off on top of mine. But what I would do is like if he fucked up, made it sound like a train wreck, I would throw on his DJ drop because I happened to have it. I'm like DJ Bluesky in the mix, and everyone's like, "Oh!" And then he looked at me like, "All right, well, keep trying to scratch on top of myself. Fool. Like, go ahead." But see, like it was like comedy, and then we even did this. I know this is a no-no, and a bunch of DJs are gonna like probably be mad at me. But we even got to the part where we were doing Rockies at one time, and we threw on like the cha-cha slide.
No.
And because like it was like starting off the night, we had people there already drinking, buying buckets, and like it was a mixed crowd, a really mixed crowd. Like the age groups, older and really young, and like it's just like, dude, how do we get them out to dance? And then he's like, throw on the cha-cha slide, like, fool, what the fuck? He's like, just throw it on. And yeah, dude, everyone got up. They saw the older people, the younger people, and they're dancing.
No.
So then I'm like, I can't believe this shit worked. And then Blisky just looks at me, and then he jumps in the crowd and starts doing it with it. So I'm like, oh yeah, this works. And then other times it's like we've had to go pull out people to dance, and we would like make little bets. Like, I bet you I get people to dance before you, and then certain things. It's like, all right, if I win, then you got to go take out someone to dance, or just pull out a couple to go out and dance. See, shit like that. That was cool. But then with COVID, it's like you can't even touch no one. You can't even get.
Don't touch me.
Close.
Right.
So, but I mean, those times were cool.
Speaking of like, getting involved with the crowd and stuff like that, I DJ'd. You actually hooked me up with this gig. I DJ'd a Christmas party. Okay. And bro, no matter what fucking song I played, nobody was fucking dancing.
Oh wow.
Dude, I went
from
went from fucking hip hop. Granted, the owner, he plays some Tigres del Norte.
Oh,
yeah. So Tigers. I played that, yeah, and he danced, and a few other people danced, but the whole night, I played reggaeton, I played hip hop, I played old school, I played just songs that you just know you're just gonna get up and dance to.
Right.
Were they vibing? Yeah, because everybody was like bobbing their head, but nobody was getting up and dancing.
They're dancing from the tables, maybe?
Yeah, like
shit.
And it's like that's when it's just like, what do I play next? What am I gonna do? Because you're playing every single genre. I was like, is everybody in chill mode? I'm just gonna fucking play reggae?
Yeah.
It's like, but I saw them vibing, they're bobbing their heads, they're feeling the music, but just nobody was dancing. And dude, I just wanted that gig to finish so bad, bro.
Damn.
Because I don't know.
See, if it would have been like me, I would have felt the same way you did. But see, if there would have been two of us, I would have got on the mic, or you would have got on the mic and be like, all right, who's gonna be the first brave soul, or who's gonna be the alpha male and take out the women out to dance first, and
right.
Or for $20,
yeah.
Or like, whose wife am I gonna have to take out to dance? Like, pretty much, like, just get the crowd going. But like, I understand. I've been there too, where like the crowd's just vibing.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, the dance floor is like not working right now.
Yeah. But for it to pretty much not really work the whole night.
I've had those experiences up until like the last hour, and everyone's shit faced, and they all of a sudden want to dance, and then it's closing time, and they're like, no, just play one more. I'm like, no, you can't even drink no more. You can't even ask for another drink right now. Like they want you guys out. They unplugged me, bro. Like I don't pay for the light. Like,
right. Yeah.
But-
So I think it's a horrible feeling, dude.
yeah, because
Yeah.
you feel like you did something wrong, but it's not. It's
Yeah.
just
But at the same time, like you said, you see them, they're vibing. They're like, everybody's bobbing around, looking around. It's like, okay, but nobody wants to dance. Yeah, so I think it's just maybe just fucking, they're just chilling.
it's weirder now because you'll get like the parties where the youngins like sometimes they don't want to dance. Sometimes like all they want to do is like request music, and it's 15 seconds of TikTok, and they're all just standing around, or the dance floor clears, and everyone's trying to post fast or this and that, and then the next song comes up, yeah, TikTok 15 seconds, and then
Yeah.
spread out again.
It's that attention span, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Why do they call it TikTok? Because you forget time's just going by when you're on there.
That's a bar, fool. That's a bar.
It's true, dude. By the time you look, you're like, oh shit, I've been on TikTok that long,
Yeah.
and it's true. TikTok.
That's why they got timers in China, fool. Like
Mhm.
they don't let you go, I think, I don't know, 9 or 10 o'clock past that. I don't know if it's just a kid or just in general. They don't let you use the app for so many hours.
Damn. That's what we need. Yeah, but it's just, and it's funny, dude. Like, it's like that 30-second attention span. You're driving and you fucking see somebody fucking dancing. I was like, oh, you're doing a fucking TikTok video.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a fucking different world, bro.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, man, definitely enjoyed this today. Some DJ talk, and
Let's go.
yeah, and
It's
definitely,
different.
yeah, man, got to use the new Rodecaster, and fucking with the buttons. We got fucking laughs and fucking dreams. Was it right here? Let's see.
Put it up. What does that do?
Story time.
Story time with Steezy.
It's time to go. Oh shit.
What does that do? See, nobody laughed at your jokes.
Oh man, come on.
Just kidding. There. It's over. His jokes are over.
But anyways, yeah, man. So DJ talk with DJ Jedi, DJ J Steezy. Yeah, that was the first, and
Yeah.
it was a good one, man. Till next time, yeah, we're definitely gonna get more interviewers. So yeah, it's just timing, man. Timing and
And then in the
Scheduling.
comments to those, whether you're a DJ or non-DJs, leave something in the comments like, what would you want your DJ to do more of or less of? And DJs, like, let us know, like, what's your pet peeves at some of these
Right.
gigs, or just anything, so we can, like, on the next one we can chime in on some of these topics, or
yeah,
I don't know, maybe we'll bring one of you guys on.
definitely. Yeah, man. So this one, your boy DJ J Steezy.
DJ Jedi.
Triple Scoop ENT. Make sure to like, share, subscribe. Share the shit out of this show. Definitely.
Or just the show. I don't know about the shit, I don't want no Amber Heard fucking shit. Don't be sharing
Oh,
this shit
shit.
on my babe.
Shout out to Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, hit the clap. Yeah. Congratulations to Johnny Depp, man.
Yeah.
So, all right, man. We out.
Peace.